Evidently.
What do you want to know?
Gone to shite, this has.
Young man, hey!
Then...
Pleased to hear that. Oh. Let me perform for you.
Gone to shite, this has. Gone to shite, this has.
Good night.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
I dreamed we were being chased around by a horde of giant sandworms. I barely got any rest at all. I hope Heisme behaved himself in the Gauntlet Runner. We should go check on him later. We also need to get some information out of Barden. But how do we even bring it up?
Are you awake? Barden just sent word. A few children disappeared in the night.
Wait, but Heisme's in the Gauntlet Runner, right? If he's still bound there, that basically proves he's innocent. But if he's not, we need to get to the runner, quick! Where's Stroll?
Speak, man. Are you all right? Where's Heisme? What happened here? Oh, he reeks of alcohol. Eurus, you old sot, don't tell me you drank yourself to sleep.
Heisme was blathering on about some things I found rather unnerving. So I had a little sup of the spirits to calm the nerves.
Wow, what a mess.
You witless... Maybe some cold water will wake you up, and if that water's not fixed yet, you're really in it! Ah!
Now, what's all the commotion?
Ah, that was it! He kept scaring me, so I stuffed him into the lavatory to shut him up.
He says that like it makes sense. Does it make sense to you?
Not in the slightest.
Anyway, one thing's for sure. Heisme was tied up the whole time, so he never set foot outside, right?
What's all this about frightening Eurus? I cannot imagine you suddenly felt compelled to share ghost stories.
I heard some strange sounds last night. I could tell they were footsteps, but not any I recognized. If it had anything to do with the disappearance of the residents, it could prove my innocence. That's why I spoke up.
I don't think he's lying. With all that fog, I couldn't find the source of the footsteps, but I found plenty of something else. Children's shoes. It was after midnight. No time for children to be out and about. I had the shoes checked at the guard station, and it looks like they belong to the missing children.
Then 'tis likely those footsteps belong to your true culprit.
But the guard said no one left town last night.
Nobody left? But that must mean the culprit is...
Inside the town?
Logically, yes.
If that's the case, I'd like to talk to Barden, but how much of this should we share with him?
If you ask me, it's time to lay out all you know. Taking me with you might help your case too.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves. To bring you before the very man responsible for the bounty on your head, I trust I need not illustrate the risk.
Risk or not, the real culprit's likely one of their own. If you hide me, they'll accuse you of harboring a known criminal. You all had it right. It's time I faced reality. A life on the run leaves no room for me to truly mourn my son.
Heisme.
Whatever the case, let's meet with Barden.
Well, I must say I couldn't hope you'd capture him so swiftly.
Something wrong? You don't look well. Got a face like you've just stumbled upon a dead man.
No, it's nothing. Just surprised you caught him.
Aye, you have my thanks. Clearly we were right to trust you. You'll get your payment in full.
Before that, I want to ask you one question. Why was Heisme the only suspect in this case?
One of the guard witnessed him firsthand. Go on, Morris, tell him.
On the night of the kidnappings, I spotted a Ujif bolting into the wilderness. Several times. No mistaking a squat figure like that. I'm telling you, what are the chances of there being 2 Ujif brigands in the area?
What did you say?
Strange. I don't recall the kidnappers' tribe being listed on the bounty poster. Even the captain seemed surprised, yet you alone knew this.
He's obviously our culprit.
Most strange. Heisme was already in our custody yesterday. In other words, the kidnappings of last night cannot be his doing.
Is this true?
Captain, I'm one of yours, aren't I? You're not gonna trust this little red-eyed bastard over me, are you?
There's also the testimony from the guard at the gate. He reported no one coming or going from the city.
You scabby bounty hunters think you can mock the guard corps like this? Just take your damn blood money and get the hell out of here!
Fine, fine. Keep your hair on. We'll get to the bottom of this eventually.
Is there a problem here? Barden, may I interrupt?
No problem, ma'am.
Was that? Did you hear it, lad?
Calm down.
Now I see your game, you fiends.
What? He's gone!
Heisme!
Find him! Secure the exits! Don't let him escape!
No good. He's nowhere to be found. What's gotten into Heisme?
I got the impression he sensed something. If he'd meant to escape, he would have done it yesterday.
I think Barden's innocent in all this. The real scumbag here is Morris, his second in command. He framed Heisme with a false eyewitness testimony. Must have figured an exiled Ujif would be a perfect scapegoat.
So Morris, a would-be guard of the people, has been kidnapping the residents and selling them off.
Could be. And there's also those footsteps that old Heisme heard in the night.
Nuris is bound to have sobered up by now, right? Let's see how things are outside and get back to the runner.
Are you coherent yet? I didn't take you as the sort to fall so hard into your cups.
Well, an icy bath like that would freshen anyone up.
And tell us again what happened last night. It may be our only clue to tracking down the real culprit.
Bloody hell. Yes, it's coming back a bit. It wasn't just Heisme's reports that shook me. No, I saw something. It was right after I slung Heisme into the bathroom. Out the window, I saw some massive shadow moving through the fog. It wasn't any beast or man of this world. It was a dark messenger, I tell you. A specter from the very bowels of hell. It was like the horrors of every fairy story from my schoolboy days sprung to Stygian life. I was shaken, chums. Shaken to my core. I cried out for help, grabbed for something to steady myself, and all I found was the bottle.
There. You're all right now.
Even if there is some monster behind this, how would it connect with Morris? I don't see why he would be compelled to hide this to the extent of framing Heisme.
True. Let's try investigating the lady's old castle. Heisme's bound to have a reason for bolting off like that.
Why? Evidently.
Huh?
Got to say,
What folly. The truth is,
it's absurd.
Yeah.
Huh?
I'm in your debt.
And so? But then... Is that right then?
Isn't that...
What is it?
that waterway?
Let's go.
Ready?
Let's go.
However,
Everything's pretty standard.
Keep your wits about you.
Come on, get the bait moving already. If that thing goes out of control, we'll be dinner.
you can't run from us.
Please. Help.
The child yet lives.
Out of your jurisdiction now, aren't you? You're trespassers down here. And that means anything that happens to you is your own damn fault.
If you've got something to say it to our faces. Even you must feel the weight of what you've done.
Eyes up. Something stirs in the back.
Are these the monsters we heard about?
No. Further back. 'Tis the footsteps in the night.
The bigger that beast back there grew, the more its watchdogs started changing with it. One of them's gonna...
What has been happening here? Why do you kidnap the residents?
Why? Because premium bait's worth a fortune. I couldn't live on the wages of a guardsman forever.
You kidnap children for money? You utter scum!
This from a bloody-eyed Eugene. Look to your own sins, sir. You were just stripped of your knighthood. You were exiled. You're a coward who's been living in the hole you deserve. Didn't pretend you can play at justice now. You foil!
No. 'Tis true in part. 'Tis why I stand here now. I ran from my past and turned away from my pain. You prey on innocent lives. Your sin will be repaid. Yet I cannot condemn you alone. Not when I could not see past my own suffering. Not when I locked myself away to be alone with my pain!
O lodestar, who falters in memory, O thou anguished traveler. Thy long stagnant stance hath finally been broken. Now choose thy path.
Choose? My choice is already made. You can't erase your past. All you can do is take it in hand and reshape your future.
Thank you. Thou hast chosen a noble parting. Henceforth, thy fears and light reveals the king's own path. Awaken.
I am Haisme Noctul. I believe the arc of life depends not upon birth. By these hands soiled or sinless, I fight! Apologies, but I cannot do this alone.
Go! Rip them apart!
On guard! Morris, you will not escape me! Out of my way, fiends!
What's going on? He just started fighting with us. And even he awakened to his power.
Perchance 'tis through your influence that this power passed to him, Captain?
Oh, is this what Moore was talking about?
Young man, you seem the most adept with this magic. I will strike at your direction, if you might spare it. Rest assured, I once stood among the Shadow Guard, and the years have not dulled my edge. Nothing personal.
I shall fight as the noble ruler!
Coin can solve problems of late. Let's work together! Not this. Merchant! Light!
I shall with blade in hand! Oh, mystic fire!
Let us face me! Slash!
No holding back! You'll be dust! Tougher than I thought.
Let's stay calm. Merchant! Flare!
Let justice prevail! Burn!
You tall power of kings! Sorry.
Why, hello there.
With these, I shall vanquish evil.
Light! Still here?
I shall show power of heroes!
Stop! Damn! The bastard got away!
But the children are safe.
Good. You saved them, Haisme.
You know that I used to have a child of my own. My son. He was killed. I could not even protect my own flesh and blood. Who could call me a knight? Since then, I've wondered what I had left to live for, and found few answers.
Is that why you lived in such a dangerous place? That you might be...
We need to chase down Morris first. He said something kind of weird back there, didn't he?
Regarding the watchdogs, he said they gradually turned more horrific the more the monster grew.
Do you think that's the effect of the melancholia? I expect anything further in will be even more malformed then.
But why root all this in the basement of the lady's own domain? Clearly, someone is invested in Morris's efforts. But who would finance this?
I can't say for certain. Still, from the very beginning, this has felt beyond the realm of any sane, moral person.
And to think this started as a simple bounty contract. We've set foot in something far bigger, I think.
Let's get these poor youngsters back to Barden for now.
Sure.
You saved the wee ones' lives. We cannae thank you enough.
It was thanks to your help, too.
I know this is difficult to hear, but Morris had a hand in this the whole time. He confessed as much to us.
Aye. I found out the man's been struggling to pay off all manner of gambling debts. I'll round up the guard and search the whole bloody castle for him.
I'm sorry, but I'm afraid you'd be outmatched. However, it would be a great help to us if your guards could prevent anyone from leaving the grounds.
Considering everything, I can't help but think the Lady Joanna's got to be in on this somehow.
But the woman is a respected sanctoress. Besides which, she's the one who funded the initial request.
I'll tell you this. Hard as we've looked, we cannae find a sniff of Lady Joanna herself.
We're here for our own reasons. Whoever we find down there, we're not going to stay our blades. Any objections?
None for me. Do as you will, and I'll trust in Lady Joanna's innocence. Indeed, for all we know, the culprit may be holding her hostage.
I too have a score that needs settling. I cannot let these atrocities continue, especially not in my name. I believe in you.
Considering we're due in Oceania in a matter of days, we've little time to tarry here.
Our foes may be strong, but they're also trapped like rats in the basement. We'll use the old well to get in and out.
Good night.
That a novel there? Don't see many carrying those around. That's plain from the look of you. In any case, suppose it's not my place to ask. Don't worry, lad. Just water. Back where I grew up, there was nobody like you lot. Just you chiefs. We've never been accepted by other tribes, and 'tis no mystery why. We're nocturnal, we look worlds apart, and there's so few of us. Not enough for any political sway. Our elders only ever thought of short-term alliances, loyalties changeable as the wind. We relied on their power, not ours, and resigned ourselves to that. Oh, I loathed it. Even as a child. I hadn't been cowed into considering myself lesser. I honed my skills, that the city's majority might accept me, and I'll not say it was fruitless. I was accepted into the knighthood of the royal capital. I felt like my fellows and strangers alike accepted me as an equal. Fool that I was. They never really wanted me among the true knights. Just in the Shadow Guard, where my deeds were dirtier and kept secret. Equal and lesser in the same breath. Ultimately, once my superiors realized I wouldn't abide their self-serving orders, they stripped me of the title I'd fought for. And little by little, I lost everything else. My son died. I'd failed to protect him. And despite everything I felt, I'd resigned myself to being powerless. Just like the damned elders I'd hated so much. But you know, You lot have helped me realize something. I'd thought for a long time that if I wanted to feel accepted, instead of being the eternal outsider, I'd need power, status, some mighty patron nobody could defy. I wasn't really looking to swear myself to some superior. I only wanted not to be alienated for who and what I am. I just needed allies. Friends.
And from now on, we're friends.
A free spirit, are you? It'll be my pleasure, then.
The aloof hermit, Haizme. Within him dwells the virtue of the thief. Nurture thy bond with him, and a new power yet slumbering within thee may awaken.
Perhaps our fates are bound somehow. If my boy was still alive, he'd be about your age. Though he'd look absolutely nothing like you, of course. Long as we're both awake, might I have a look at that old novel of yours? So, this is a fantasy novel. This section seems to describe the Utopia's approach to discrimination. Let's see here. In this world, discrimination and inequality are forbidden by law. It is a sin to impose injustice due to one's appearance, lineage, or birth. This is the accord established between the people and the state. Well, well. What a world that would be. I don't imagine our land will get there for another century or 5. Still, I cannot help but wonder whether those ideals would please an entire population. You cannot pretend at diversity without acknowledging individual differences. Some will be judged as strong, while others marked as weak. Equal competition doesn't mean equal footing. Their very aims of freedom and balance could spell doom for the striving weak. I wonder how we might ever achieve a true utopia, where everyone could be happy. If this awakened power is meant to be wielded in service of my beliefs, then, no matter who calls it naive or foolish, I will always use it to save the weak.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
So,
It's in your hands.
Let's focus. The search begins.
Really?
I'm out of ideas.
More people.
Real cheap today.
All right, then.
More people missing.
Take a look. What do you think of this?
I see. Hey!
Good hunting to you.
Let's do it.
Ooh. And right there's a labyrinth.
A village. All right then.
Let's go! Hey!
Got a bargain to...
That's fine.
Yeah. All right then. Let's go.
You be real sorry.
Indeed. Indeed.
That's fine. That's fine.
Now then. All right then. Let's head there right away.
Are we departing?
Now then. Now there's a solid
That's where you want to go.
That's interesting.
It's your call.
Let's be off.
The Gauntlet Runner heads off toward a small farming village, and each shuddering step reminds them of their journey's purpose.
What to pick?
What's that? What are you talking about?
Sure.
No kidding!
All right.
The party at last arrives in the village of Comero, a small farming settlement southeast of Martira. Blessed by the mild climate, its ranches produce fine fare, and to take in its idyllic landscapes is to be at peace, as time itself seems to stop. It gained a reputation for its rare and wondrous goods, brought there by merchants in their longing to return. As though welcomed by the grazing animals, the Gauntlet Runner stops gently.
Say, die.
Come on, that reminds me. Hey!
Oh.
That's...
This... He's been like that for a while now.
I knew it! This thing's the genuine article, a real bona fide lost relic in my hands. Some sort of power affecting the air around it, trace amounts only, something... a reaction. A reaction entirely unlike Magla, by God. Absolutely smashing! Beyond my wildest hopes. No bloody idea how to use the thing, but if I could just adapt this conduit here... Can't forget a masterpiece like this! I say, lad, did you find this for my sake?
We wanted to help you out, nurse.
Why, I'm barely well touched. It positively chokes a man up. You may be just a lad, but you've the heart of a saint. And that old fella seems silly to ask, but he's long gone, isn't he?
Yes. I'm sorry.
Thought so. You can fight the years, but you can't beat them. He made good on his promise, though, eh? It's in my hands now, old man. What's that?
Something from the village. It's written with some letters we can't understand.
Ah, a cipher. Mirror letters, see here? It's a script I use myself when I don't want any snoop stealing my inventions. Now I think of it, he's the one who taught me even that trick. Thanks, old man. I owe you a great deal. Thank you.
So what is it? Blueprints for a big secret invention?
No. This is research on the lost relics. Looks like the old fellow was hunting for others. Different cipher here. He tried to guess at locations, too. Looks like his chase ended when he lacked the means to follow his findings. Say, I've a grander favor to ask. Could you check around for more of these lost relics? Looks like the old man worked out a few other locations. There's 7 more relics noted down in this journal. I've got to see them all with my own eyes. A quick stopover or 2 in our travels should be all it takes, so, please?
Right. Leave it to me.
Appreciated. We're in this journey together, what?
The free-hearted engineer, Neurus. Within him dwells the virtue of the gunner. Nurture thy bond with him, and a new power yet slumbering within thee may awaken.
I'm ready to kick my feet up, lad.
You said it'd only take a few stopovers. But do you even know where they are?
Well, they're scattered all about, my girl. If we could crack the cipher, that'd narrow down our search range a tad. I'll leave this journal here. If I can crack any of the codes, I'll make a special note of it. So you just take a look when you feel like a spot of treasure hunting.
This one's important.
Hey. I'll know if I'm close to it. When you want to hunt for relic.
Thanks, you two. I'm rather looking forward to digging deeper into this.
Okay then. That reminds me.
Now then.
Ah, I see. There's something there, yes.
What should we do?
Which one? All right. Okay then.
Hello, Stupendous. You know, you saved...
Mission accomplished. Amazing.
Ah, brilliant. Bye then.
Why, you...
Now, where was I?
Well, well. I've been waiting. I see. Fascinating. This right here, all right?
I'm counting on you.
Of course.
Really? Good. I'm still getting stronger.
I see. Fascinating. This right here, all right?
I'm counting on you.
Of course.
I have retained my edge.
I see. Fascinating. This right here, all right?
I'm counting on you.
Of course.
Steady effort is key.
I see. Fascinating. This right here, all right?
I'm counting on you.
Of course. Oh.
My power swells forth.
True to form. Incredible.
All right.
Yes.
What's that about?
All right. But it's conceivable.
Right.
Oh. Regards.
He. Now, a new power.
You are the key to escape. Now then.
This one's important.
I have faith in you. You don't say. Incredible.
All right.
Not only that. In truth. Yes.
Incredible.
But may fortune favor your journey. Now then.
This one's important.
I can hardly wait. I see. Fascinating. This right here, all right?
I'm counting on you.
Of course.
Really? I found new power.
Ah, how good of you to come. All right.
This should settle it.
Oh. You'll come again, won't you? More people missing. Now what am I to do?
Ah, just you. Sorry. Unfortunately. Those people. What? But this world. I couldn't ask him to stay, could I? In any case. Why?
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Tis nearly time.
Somehow,
We should hurry.
Check this out. Mister.
I'm out of ideas.
Take a look.
What now?